Hello, my name is Faith Hampson, and this is my rough draft presentation of the Colorado River crisis. Here's an outline of what we will be looking at in this presentation. My thesis statement: what is the Colorado River crisis? What started the Colorado River crisis? What is the albedo effect? What is the 1922 Colorado River Compact? And what can be done to stop this crisis? Here's my thesis statement. Many people rely on the Colorado River as their water source, but due to climate change, the water in the Colorado River is decreasing tremendously. And here are three argumentative statements to relate to that. Due to the lack of snow, the albedo effect is no longer playing a role, and the snow is not reflecting the sun from the earth. The Colorado River gets most of its water from the snowy peaks. Due to temperatures rising, there has not been snow to melt and flow into the river. From 2000 to 2017, the river lost 16% of the river's water. What is the Colorado River crisis? The Colorado River crisis is a drought coming over the Colorado River. This is a very important crisis because the Colorado River supplies water to over 40 million people in the United States. The water from the Colorado River is also a huge supply to many ecosystems, giving plants and animals what they need to survive. The Colorado River also is a huge supply to many farmers and farms around the Colorado River. What started the Colorado River crisis? Millman states that due to the heating of the earth, we have not seen recent snow on the Colorado mountains. The Colorado River gets a huge amount of its water from these mountains. This is causing less snow to melt into the river. Another reason why the Colorado River is in its drought is because too much of the water is being distributed across the southwestern states. We will discuss this more in future slides. Many people are using the water but not remembering that the water is feeding the wildlife as well. What is the albedo effect? Davidson states that due to the heating of the earth, we have not seen recent snow in the Colorado mountains. The Colorado River gets a huge amount of its water from these mountains. The albedo effect is when snow and ice reflect the sunlight away from the earth. Because the mountains are losing their snow, the earth is not able to reflect the sunlight. Without this snow, the earth will continue to increase in temperature, and the Colorado River will continue to decrease in water. What is the 1922 Colorado Compact? Robertson states that worried that California would take all the Colorado River's water, representatives from the Colorado River Basin, presided over Herbert Hoover, suggested to divide the river between states. They figured that the river had an average flow of 15 million feet of acreage, so they divided the river between the upper basin, which included Utah, Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico, and the lower basin, which included Arizona, Nevada, and California. To split the water, they split the water evenly. This way, the upper basin would have 7.5 million acreage feet, and the lower basin would have 7.5 million acreage feet. The agreement was called the 1922 Colorado River Compact, also known as the Law of the River. When dividing the river in 1922, no one considered the desert evaporation from the sun. Also, the 1944 treaty, stating that the U.S. must give Mexico 1.5 million acreage feet of the water. In all, the Colorado River uses about 20 million acreage feet annually. I haven't gotten this far yet, but this is what can be done to stop this crisis. And here are the resources I have so far, or the sites I have so far.